Yo, this is Battle Blaster. Sorry about that. We got cut off earlier. And I was steady talking. But what I was saying, a man needs a woman, woman needs a man needs a child needs parents. Which brings us back to what I was about to say about, I was saying, we've been infiltrated since the 1960s, and we were introduced into an FBI agent by the name of Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem came unto reverence as a feminist, a feminist. Now, mind you, feminism been around since the early 1900s. White woman wanted to be able to rule with her husband, her man. He was like, nah, there's only one spot, and that's for us. She was like, nah. We gotta do this together, because we a team. And he was like, nah, we a team, but we ain't a team. You gotta let me be the man and let me do what I gotta do. And she wasn't having that. She wanted to take part in the oppression of other people. Setting the rules, you dig? So, make a long story short, what brings us here to the Gloria Steinem situation. We've been compromised for almost 65 years. The 1960s brought turmoil to the United States of America. When I mean about turmoil, it's not a bad turmoil for us, because we was already going through it. It was a turmoil for them because we started saying no. We started talking about speaking up for ourselves. We were talking about doing for ourselves. We was telling the government we're tired of the BS. And when they saw that, it didn't scare them until they seen the black man, the black woman, the black child stand together as one. That's how shit got started. That's how we got the Civil Rights Act, which honestly I had some issues about that a little bit. But I'll explain to you on another time about civil rights. One day I'm going to do a civil rights piece and understand why we really didn't need civil rights. What we needed was human rights and some other rights. I'm just saying that. So bear with me on that. I'll talk about that another time. This stogie is so nice. Just so smooth, baby. So smooth. Let's get down to the bottom, man. I can't do it when you get down to the bottom like this. I gotta put this out in a few more pulls, you dig? So, getting into it. When you have people like Gloria Steinem running around here, being a cosmopolitan, and they've been in Vogue magazines, and then they become in these different types of magazines, Reader's Digest of the time and everything. Black women they were reading this shit. Is your man over dominating you? Does he tell you what to do? Does he stand outside and tell you all the time what time you must be home? You can't go out by yourself. You shouldn't have a job. This, that, the other. You need to stand up and fight. You need to stand up and be a woman and say no more. No more. Yeah, you giggity, 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 and all this shit. And black women fell for it. They fell for it not only for what she was saying, because I'm only gonna be honest, black women. Anything the white woman do, you want to do. And y'all sit down and say anything the black man want to do, anything the white man does, we want to do. We were like that. Nowadays, we like, fuck that. We just want to, he can make $1 million. Yes, we should be able to make the same $1 million and to do it the way we're supposed to. Case in point, real quick. Now we can sell weed in certain states, based across the country almost. But we were getting put in jail. Now you got school moms out there selling weed and making millions. So that's just that's just a small little comparison. So just saying. So the thing was, black women, y'all start listening to that shit. You know what? She right. She right. I'm tired of this. I can't go out. I can't do this. I gotta do this. I can't do this. Some things were meant for your protection, ladies. Some things are meant for your consumption, ladies. But see, one thing about women I notice, you're willing to try anything bad once or twice or a few times. It's like getting bit by a snake. If you got a snake that's sitting right there and you taking care of it and making sure the snake's straight, that snake will bite you. You be like, oh, he didn't know no better. He was just scared. But once that motherfucker get well and he starts striking your ass, don't you think to understand that maybe you should just let his ass go? Just saying. And that's how things are with women, especially our women. And shit gotta happen to you over and over and over and over again. I watch as y'all turn around, y'all get with these guys. I listen to y'all nowadays. Y'all like the drama. You've always liked drama. I'm gonna tell you how I know you like drama. Women in the sound of my voice who are about my age or a little older, who grew up watching the stories. And what I mean about the stories, watching what the hell's that thing called again? Like The Guiding Light, or All My Children, and all that. That is nothing but it's a soap opera. It's nothing but drama. It's daytime drama. That's what they call it, daytime drama. There's more women. Don't get me wrong, there's men who watch it too, but there's more women who watch that. Now you have stuff like the Braxtons. Now you have stuff like the Real Housewives of Who Gives a Fuck. Now you have the Bad Girls Club. All these little dramas, shows that's out there. Women are the main individuals who watch this shit. I remember trying to watch what's that TV show was called? Empire. I wanted to support that, but Empire was just like, it was a drama. It was like a soap, a date. It was like Dallas at night. It was like Dynasty at night. Which Dynasty in Dallas was nighttime drama shows, which I could never get into that shit. JR and his brother and shit, and Joan Collins and shit. I couldn't get into that shit. Wasn't my thing. Man, it's not my thing. Dramas ain't my thing. You dig? Your thing like that, son, ain't my thing, you know? So I'm just telling you, it's not my shit, you dig? But there are people out there, especially women, who would do what? They gravitate to that shit because it's something inside them that they like about that. They like that drama. I listened to something the other day where the lady said, she likes it when her boyfriend, when she need a man who cheats on her. I've heard a few women say this. They like it when men cheat on them. And I'm like, why? Because it turns them on. They like that. They want to feel that rage. They want to feel that pain. They want to feel that drama. And one of the girls said this. Well, actually, two of them said it, but they said it basically in the same context. They want to scream and shout, and then they want to get screwed real good afterwards. They want to go through the whole spiel of the anger and the hate and the crying and the arguments and all this shit. They want the drama, and then when it's all said and done, lay me down, lay me low, spread me wide. And do it hard and do it good so this way I can tell you I love you. That's a mixed up person. I had a girl I dealt with. She wanted me to hit her. She attacked me one day in the hallway because I wouldn't hit her. Because she was cheating and she wanted me to hit her. I told her, if I love you, I don't want to hit you because I love you. You know what she told me? You don't love me if you can't hit me. That just showed me you don't want to be with me. I said, baby, love ain't supposed to hurt. But in her mind, because of the shit she saw probably in her own, that's how she grew up. Not only did she see that in her home, she was dealing with that in her life. She liked that type of drama. And she wanted me to unleash my hatred on her for that. I'm like, baby, that ain't me. Baby, that's not me. So she left me for somebody. Because one day she ends up going to my sister's. Her mom goes to my sister's job. They saw her in the drive-thru. She went to my sister's job years ago, and she was like, my sister said she saw her. She had a black eye, and she was just laughing, smiling. How is he? How's the battle blaster? My sister said, no, don't worry about him. You didn't want to be with him. And closed the door after she got the money and gave the money back to her. It's time for another pull of the stogie real quick. Just reflect a little bit. You dig? But the point is, she's with a guy right now. He makes a lot of money. He married her and everything. Gave her a kid. And he beats on her and she's happy. Ladies, love doesn't hurt. See, that's the funny thing about relationships. Women, you've never seen a lot of women haven't seen a real functional relationship because a lot of you didn't have your actual fathers in the house. A lot of you. I'm not saying all of you. Now mind, like I said, mind me, mind my words, and I want you to mind them very well. Not all of you, but there's a legion of women out there who haven't had their fathers in their lives. wasn't living with their father underneath that same roof with their mother. Their mother had other men constantly rotating in and out, in and out, in and out of that revolving door. Because their mama couldn't be woman enough to say, I'm going to stay with just one man. You let every fucking man out there hit that shit. I got my chances just like a doorknob. I got my chance at the turn of the doorknob. That next man behind me got a chance. The man in front of me had a chance. The two other men in front of that man had his chance. And your baby daddy had his chance. And guess what? That's why you're alone. A lot of women, when y'all get old, you 60, 50, 60 years old, some of y'all motherfuckers still want to be out there trying to be young hoes. Trying to play the fucking game, being young. Why you want to be young? You 60 years old and you competing with your daughter and your grand fucking daughter. What is your fucking problem? We got black men out there like that too, and I don't get that. I even asked a couple of brothers. You 60 years old, you wearing skinny jeans, your pants are falling off your ass, you got the freshest fucking shoes on your feet, but you still running from pillar to post with different bras because you ain't never have your own, a lot of you. Some of y'all living in old folks' homes. Some of these guys nowadays who's my sister in them age, my brother in them age, they in fucking retirement homes. They sick, they can't take care of themselves no more. Why? Because you was too busy playing, pimp. Seeing the shit that went on in your mama's house. Seeing your mama laying up with the guy that you called Uncle Ray Ray, who was another dude that was screwing your mama. The drug dealer who was fucking your mama for drugs. Mr. Pete, who was taking your mom from here to there for free because she was giving him pussy. She was sucking Mr. Pete off for taking her around. Mr. Jennings was fucking your mom in the ass because your mama needed some shoes for your fucking feet and your sister's feet. Because she ain't have enough. Because welfare didn't pay her enough to get you sneakers, some decent sneakers, or to get you a good ass winter coat that year. So she went over to Mr. Jennings, and Mr. Jennings said, I'll take care of it. Just come over tonight and let me polish that ass off. Instead of your mother being a woman and saying, nah, my husband got this. My kid's father, all I gotta do is call him up and say, listen, or my husband, hey, honey, the kids need shoes. All right, I got you, baby. We got it this weekend. We're gonna get him some shoes this weekend. I'll get her shoes this week and I'll get his next week. Or we'll get both of their shoes, or what they need first. They need winter jackets, we'll get them winter jackets, and we'll get them boots. You know what I mean? There's no common ground that we have with each other anymore. The women want to do what the women want to do. The guys want to do what they want to do. Now look at us. We are so separated. I'm watching these shows on YouTube, man, and these shows are terrible. They just showed the years and years and years of us fighting each other. It shows the results of what that has brought us. And that's absolutely nothing. All it brought us was more separation, more of a gap between the two of us. You can lay down with me, you can have a baby, put me on child support because you want But at the end of the day, money can never give you what a man can give to you and his child. Don't you know you can get more from a man if you do not put him on child support and you stay with that man? Instead of you struggling living in the projects, or you struggling living in a house, renting a house that costs $2,000 now, or $2,500, and you barely making it. You two can come together and say, shit, I make $40,000, you make $40,000, that's $80,000 a year between the both of us. But no, you have this mindset, you have this fantasy that you deserve a man who's making six figures. You deserve a man who's making enough of money to take care of you, his kids, and your kids. I got a couple more pulls on the stogie. I gotta get rid of it. It's done after this. Oh man, this is crazy. I got another one in the kitchen, but I'm not gonna light it up yet. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna make another joint tomorrow. I'm gonna do it when I'm doing my dinner tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk some good shit tomorrow. But this is what we want. We want to struggle, and we believe in our minds. A lot of people, especially black women, this is one thing y'all do believe in. I do it on my own. I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. Well, if you don't need no man, you shouldn't be pregnant. You shouldn't have kids. Seriously, you're strong and independent. You don't need no man. You shouldn't even have no babies. You shouldn't be raising no children. You should be a single woman out there enjoying your life, having fun. Enjoying, I ain't gonna say having fun, enjoying your life, because having fun means that you're not paying attention to the world around you. You're too busy having a good time to pay attention. You know? Having fun is for teenagers. Having fun is for people at least up until they're 28 years old. When you hit 28, everything should at least change by the time you hit 28. Let me pull this last little stogie off the stogie, this last little bit off the stogie, and I'm done with the stogie because it's nothing. Went down the wrong bite. Sorry about that. Give me a second. I'm back. So, yeah. You know, so we sit back and we look at this shit and we sit down and say, oh, well, we doing bad by our damn self and da-da-da-da-da. If a woman learned how to just know who she is as a woman, and what I mean about that is that I know factor. I know who I am, what I'm looking for. So you can't look for a man who is a thug and he has all the good qualities of a gentleman, because that shit don't exist. See, women want to build a nigga. Excuse my expression, like I said, I hate to say that. But black women want to build a nigga. You get a bum from down below, or a street hustling brother, and you want to build him up into this man that you think he should be. But that never exists. That it doesn't work. It don't work. It never have worked. I was looking at something the other day, and there is a website out there. They got some type of thing you can hook up with the brothers in jail. Don't you know that? It's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. Where you can turn around and you can have a relationship with a man in jail. You could talk to him on a phone, because they slip these cell phones into the jail system. I'm not trying to bust nobody bubble or get nobody in trouble. But they have this thing now where they put this shit online and you get to date these guys that's in jail. I'm telling you, I've seen this shit. When I was locked up for small, stupid shit, and I never got locked up for drugs. That's the good part. I got locked up for my DLs when I was a kid. And I watched as women would come and see these guys every Sunday. They would come faithfully. Sunday and Wednesday, they would come faithfully and see their boyfriends and drop off clothes. And some of these girls would be the other woman, and she come and dropping off clothes to this dude. The day room would be filled with these motherfuckers. I remember this girl that I used to live in the same building with. She would ask me to take her. I had a couple girls like that. Take him to go and see their boyfriend. I would take him, drop him off, come back in an hour. She would stay up there for like an hour and a half, so it was like a 20-minute ride there and 20-minute ride back. I'm telling you. The most strangest shit in the world. And the guy used to think that I was hitting it. No, she would pay me $25 to take her up there, because back in the day gas was like 99 cents. So she would just to take her up there and back. So that's a full tank of gas. And my car's pretty good on gas at the time, so I would go up there and go back, go up, go back. But that's what they want. When I was locked up, I remember when I got home, the girl I was dealing with, the girl I broke up with, and after I went to jail, don't you know, she wanted to welcome me home with some good ass loving for the whole fucking week. She would not stop giving me some. I was jailhouse nigga. Excuse my expression. I was jailhouse nigga. Then I had my other friend. She was a cute girl, and she found out I was locked up, and I found out she was cheating on me. So I felt like, I had no fucking allegiance to her. So I went out and slept with the other girl as well. At least I'm being honest with you, because she showed me she had no allegiance to me. But being that I was in jail, she felt like she wanted to welcome me home some ass. These women mindsets are fucked up. Let me say that again. These women's mindsets are fucked up. It's not a good sign, man. It really isn't. God knows it really isn't. It's not a good sign. reorganize. We gotta really reorganize the way we think, the way we act. We have taken on so many bad characteristics that it is damaging not only to us but to our children, to our future offspring. Nowadays, women don't trust men so much, so they go and they start to run with these studs, these dykey chicks, because they feel like, oh, I've been through the ringer with these men. You know, I'm tired of men. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna fly the other way. And them girls are just as abusive, if not even more abusive, than men are. I seen girls knock motherfucking other girls out, putting their hands on them girls. Case in point, when I was a kid, I just worked down in downtown where I live at, and it was these two Spanish dykes, big fat bull dagging broad, and the other one was just one was the girl, the big fat motherfucker with the man. That bitch stank. That bitch was greasy looking. She was sweaty and stanky looking. Her pussy, you could smell her pussy from a mile away. That's how that bitch. She walked by, you could smell the funk off her funky ass pussy. That's how nasty that bitch. Nobody taught that fat bitch how to clean her pussy. And the cute one, she always had a black eye. She always had some type of like swollen part on her face, or she had like handprints around her neck from this bitch choking her, right? She had a beautiful body. She was a cute lady. Had a beautiful body. And every first of the month, I would see her come down with the big bull dagger, and she would cash her check, and the bull dagger right there with her. And then she walking, looking all mean, like, don't be looking at my woman. I'm like, bitch, you big, funky, sweaty bitch. She needs some big, fat, black dick in her ass or something, you know? I'm joking. But she was fine. But the big broad, man, she just was terrible. So one time she got locked up. And I remember asking the lady, because she spoke pretty good English. She didn't speak too good of English. I said, where's your maid at? And she said, oh, she in jail. I said, what happened? She's like, I really don't want to talk about it. I said, okay, no problem. You don't have to talk about it. I said, but if you ever feel like you want to talk, I'm here. So she, one day, this comes like about 3 days before she got out, 3 or 4 days before she gets out. She went into the store, bought something. She comes out. I said, how you doing? She's like, I'm okay. And her face is all healed up. Because this lady, the big broad, been in jail for like 15 to 20 days. So she's like, she'll be out in the next 3 or 4 days, whatever the case may be. I said, okay. I said, is everything all right? And then she sat down and told me, you know, she was tired of this woman. She was afraid of her. Because she said she loved her, but she was afraid of her. And I said, why? I said, what's the deal? I said, I didn't want to tell her too much, like I knew that she was hitting her, because I could tell that she was getting hit on. So one day she sat down and she says to me, like, you know, she's very jealous. Like if I'm talking to you right now, somebody see me talking to you, she gonna beat me up when she get out. I said, why? Because people sit down and say that I'm trying to talk to you and to be with you and this, that, and the other, and I don't mess around men no more like that. I said, well, why would you mess with somebody who want to hurt you? I said, love is supposed to hurt. Love is supposed to feel good. You know what I mean? She's jealous though, and I'm afraid, and this, that. I said, you ever thought about just leaving town and not calling this woman? I remember about 4 years later, they said that woman killed that lady. That big fat dykey broad killed that woman. Because she was so scared. She didn't want to leave her because she was frightened. She didn't know how to get away from her. And I'm starting to see a lot of black women in that same predicament now. I know a couple girls down the street where I live at, they mess with other women because they number one, it's not, you fell in love with your boyfriend And because you couldn't control him, or the fact that he wanted you to do things a certain type of way, you didn't want to do it. See, women, this is one thing about black women too. I'm just saying, because I know black women more than anything. Black women want to be able to have full reign of doing whatever the hell they want to do, and still be able to come home and say, guess what? I went out with this guy, I fucked him tomorrow, and I fucked the other guy last week, so you should be able to be able to deal with it. But if a black man were to go out, sling his dick out in that woman, on another woman, now it's a problem. Then you have some women, like I said, they like that stuff. They go out and do their dirt, he go out and do his dirt, and they come back and they all happy. Then you got some people who can't, one or the other can't, they can't deal with it. It's too much for them. We have aligned ourselves with this debauchery that we're willing to deal with it instead of saying, enough is enough. It's time for us to think about where we're at, because we're always at the bottom. How can a group of people get out of the bottom? They have to come together. We can't come together because the reason why, we have always, and this is the main root, we have always listened to other outside sources telling us what it's supposed to be for us. This is what leads me into this next portion. Entertainment. We listen to people like Beyonce and the single ladies, the single ladies, the single ladies. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give her. I don't need no man. But so this motherfucking woman has a husband. You got Sierra, who sit up there talking about all my ladies, all my good ladies, all my boss chick. You hold it all down by yourself. But she got a husband. You have these record industries who are telling these people like Sexy Red and Nicki Minaj and whatever that other broad name is, to run around talking about my booty hole pink, my pussy hole brown, and all this shit. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Ski yee, ski yee. Got kids singing that shit. Come on, man. Are you for real? Are you for real? Bitch, are you for real? I'm joking. But the truth is, are you for real? A lot of times we aren't for real. Because we live into this, we what's a good word of saying it? We choose to live in this delusional state. Women especially. You see what a star has or the way they live, and you say, this celebrity, I should be living the way that celebrity lives. That celebrity lives this way, that way. The celebrity has this and has that. I should have this and I should have that. You're living in an unreal expectation of life. You don't have the money they have. This is the thing about the thing about that I need a man that has 6 figures type deal. Not every black man or every man has 6 figures. But you'll have stupid people out there talking, yes they do, yes they do, yes they do. No they don't, no they don't, no they don't. The common man only makes about $35,000 to $40,000 a year. It's truth. The common man. Where are you going to meet a man, ladies, who has 6 figures or 7 figures. And you think they gonna want you with 6 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids by 18 different men? Hell no. You are just a jump off to them. You are just a fucking cum dumpster to their ass. That's all you are. Lay it low and spread it wide, baby. That's all you are capable of doing for them. I have a friend that sits around. Well, I had a friend. I don't know. Like I said, there's a long story on that. But young lady should do some work for me. She wanted to be something called what they call a pretty girl thug or some shit. You 30-something years old. You got 3 kids, and you still trying to run after somebody, and now this guy got you hooked on dope. You out here trying to sell your pussy for dope. You're a very pretty woman, but you lost yourself. I remember when I first met her, she did some work for me, and she told me, and like I offered my services. She went like $250 just to be with her. I'm like, you pretty, but you ain't that type of chick. You know what I mean? So the thing about celebrityism is where I'm coming at with this one right here. I was looking at this. A friend of mine sent me this thing about Cat Williams. This thing is on fire. This interview is on fire, and Cat Williams reminds me of a scorned woman. And a lot of people might not like what the hell I'm saying, but he comes on the show and he's lighting fires and setting fucking fires like a woman. And I'm like, yo, you old man, you shouldn't be out there just running your mouth the way you run. You run your mouth very carelessly. And he's just running his mouth. Some things are entertainment purposes. You know, it's nice to have that entertainment, but other things ain't. And like I said, black people, we take entertainment as the truth. We take it as the gospel when we shouldn't. That's why we're in such of a bad state, because we don't know how to separate reality from fiction. We don't know how to separate truth from false. We don't know how to separate entertainment from our lives. Entertainment from real life. But we'll sit back and we'll hark on the shit other entertainers or other people say. My main thing is saying this. It's time for us to grow up, black people. There's not much time. A lot of us ain't gonna make it to that better life, that better way of living. A lot of us are not gonna make it. Seriously. A lot of us are not going to make it. Because we believe deep down in our hearts that we are just like those entertainers. We are exactly like them. We're nothing like them. We don't have their money. We do not have their prestige. We do not have anything. Their lifestyles, nothing. Only thing we have in common is we're black. That's it. So, to conclude my rant for tonight, I had a good time talking to you guys. Tomorrow I'll talk to you again. I'll light another stogie. I might even have a bottle of champagne to drink. I'll do it in the middle of the day so this way I can wake up fresh for Monday morning, you dig? Because right now, I'm calm, I'm cool. I got my laid back sleep music on. And I thought it would be best to come to you and talk to you now. I have to have my stogie, have my little cocktail, my little cooler, my cooler. Get in. And I thought that it would be good just to do what I do and come back and talk to y'all and at least try to put something into your minds, because people, at the end of the day, black people, we need each other. We really do need each other. We're voting, excuse me, we're voting against our interests when we vote Democrat. We really can't vote for the Republicans either, because the Republicans they'll never do nothing for us. They already said they wouldn't do nothing for us. The Democrats lie and say they're going to do something for us. Sometimes, like right now, they ain't even talking about us. But just in general, it's time for us to do for ourselves. Instead of us, like I said, worrying about celebrityism and worrying about stupid shit, let us start worrying about ourselves and let us start cultivating our own party, our own homegrown politicians who can't be bought. You dig? Alright, so I'll talk to you another time. This is the Battle Blaster. I'm going to sign off right now. And remember one thing. If y'all guys want to comment, please comment. If you don't want to comment, you don't have to. If you want to hit me with a like, hit me with a like. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that. Even if you want to hit that subscribe button and tap that shit up, tap it up, son. Tap the motherfucker up. Cause the Battle Blaster ain't playing no fucking games, you dig? I'm coming straight at ya. I'm like my fucking instructor from the military, bitch. You know what I mean? I put you in my sights and that's it, baby. It's over. This is Battle Blaster. I'm out.